We are previewing the West Ham game, Manchester United versus the Hammers. We're headed to London to play one of the dirtiest teams in the Premier League. Don't forget about West Ham. It's going to be a huge game down at the London Stadium. Used to be David Moyes' men. Now they've got that guy that used to coach at Sevilla, Sir Lopetegui. They got AWB. They got Bowen. Always like playing the Hammers. United, where do you think we're at? We're in crisis mode. We need a win. We need some goals. We need 3 points. Erik Ten Hag's last stand. How much longer can he go? How much longer can he make it? I don't know, sir. We're losing faith over here. We're losing our minds. I can only imagine how everyone else is holding up. But either way, huge game on the weekend. United, mid-table fodder. That's where we're at. We got to be picking up points against London's Hammers, sir. How are we feeling about the weekend?
Look, you gotta show up. You gotta show something because United is not doing well at the moment. Dying for a result. You'll take the Brentford 2-1 at home, but we gotta be playing better than that. In the league, we're far off the mark, and West Ham is right where we need to be. West Ham's 15th, we're 12th.
right in the mix.
-2 goal differential. West Ham's got -4. So when you want to say you want to fight someone your size, we're right there. And at the end of the day, this is our reality. This is where we are. We're in the mud. This could be a fight for a knife in the mud, and that's the mentality. That's the game. Now, if this group of bluffers can't get up for West Ham, make no mistake, a draw against West Ham away, that's not a strong draw.
No, that's bad.
That's not a good thing.
It's
It's win or bust. We need 3 points. We need to score goals. We need to control the game. Now, I'm so delusional. I think all that's possible. And I'm sure when I turn on the TV, it's going to be a nightmare. But that's the world we're living in. You got to just suck it up. You got to show up every week, twice a week sometimes, and you got to eat crow. You got to salt that L, and you got to eat it and just get through it because we are going to get through this. Like American Red Devils, it's tough.
We will survive.
It's dark. Last season was horrible, and we're writing it right now. Like all of us thought, there's no way we'd be in this position. We're here. We need to temper expectations. And, we got to gear up for watching some shit football because it's coming down the pipe.
And it's not stopping anytime soon. So I think that's the right attitude. Just got to grit through it. This ain't going to be fun. This season, we're in hell, mud. We're in the mud, face down, and we just want to see the light. I just want to change. I just want to break. I want a fresh start. I want some fresh air. And at this point, I just want to see some goddamn football where the boys are actually playing, maintaining control, dominating possession, pinning them back, overlapping runs, cutback city. Come on, top bangers. What's the guy have to do? What's the guy got to do to get some top bangers? So at this point, I don't even know what to expect. I'm expecting them to lay an egg. I think this could be like a Watford type Ole type thing, away game where they could get beat up. West Ham are not playing well this season. They've had a rough start to the year. They made a bunch of big signings. They spent a shit ton of money for West Ham, and it has not gotten off to a great start. So they're going to be frisky. They're always up for a game. They have a decent team. Bowen's a dangerous player, but United has a much, much better squad. There's no reason we should have any trouble with West Ham, especially given the start they've had. But I know this team's going to let me down. I know who this team is. They're a bunch of bluffers, sir.
Quick PSA for the bluffers, a.k.a. the Muppets, here at the American Devils podcast. If you like the Muppet Take, please check out our YouTube channel. You can search American Devils on YouTube. Get everything you need for this season. If you're not tired of getting kicked in the nuts, we got plenty of content for you. If you're watching us on YouTube, please like, subscribe. Go the extra mile. Support the Muppet Take. Speaking of going the extra mile, check out our Patreon page, patreon.com/AmericanRedDevils. Behind the scenes podcast every single month. Tons of benefits. Over 100 Patreon members of the American Red Devils. Join up. It's the best community in all the land. Also, check out our store. We got our trucker hats, t-shirts, scarves, everything you need for winter. We got beanies, blankets as well, stickers, tons of ARD gear. Buy it, support the pod, do what you can for the Muppet Take. We need you. It's been a rough go. Sir, tell about iTunes reviews.
iTunes reviews are a great way to support the pod, sir. They help us get found organically by other top Muppets like yourself. And we're giving away free merch. All you have to do is write a 5-star review on iTunes or Spotify, send a screenshot of that review to americanreddevils@gmail.com with your mail and address. We'll personally pick packet chips, free ARD gear, send it right to your door anywhere in the world, sir. Let's get into that preview. We are breaking down United's game away on the road, London Stadium to the Hammers this weekend. Lord, give me strength. Can I deal with more shit football? Are you ready? Here it comes. Excuse factory, revving up for business. They barely edge us in the win probability, sir. You feeling frisky? Feeling hot and ready?
All right, it's Sunday, October 27th, 7 a.m. That's right. You play Thursday, you play Sunday. Europa League messes up your season in more than one way. United slight favorites away at the London Stadium.
Barely.
The Hammers, like I said, 12th place versus 15th. We're not even mid-table. Bottom of the table.
Relegation fight.
West Ham, they play at the London Stadium. This was from the 2012 Olympics. Their big tussle over who would get rights to the stadium. West Ham got it. It's pretty unbelievable, but it has that track style.
The track's a backbreaker.
Never been to the West Ham Stadium. I've been to a lot of the stadiums in London. Have not been there. It is on the list. But the Hammers, like you said, tough start. They're going to be frisky. Give us our weather. You're the resident weatherman here at ARD.
14 degrees. It's going to be actually high 50s, sunny, and breezy in the capital on the weekend. So it should be nice football weather. Where are we eating? We're doing Alex's Scran Watch. We're eating at Barge East. Get yourself some lovely English right by the stadium in the actual photo on the TripAdvisor. Get yourself some top-notch English fare. Couple pints.
Oh,
John,
that looks horrible. Look at that.
Sir,
look at that.
Be nice.
Okay, what's that green
nice.
stuff right there?
Don't ask me, bro.
This
Peas.
looks awful. Like,
Okay, that is Sunday supper.
Alex,
York pudding.
I gotta
overcooked
say,
pork,
like,
gravy, sir. This is good food in England. This is good,
horrible.
sir. Be nice.
What is this?
That's bone marrow, dude, sir. Very hot, haute cuisine, sir.
I mean, just you're seeing for everyone listening, you're seeing some.
It's 5 stars. By the way, it's 5.
You're seeing a lot of like sludge.
Yeah, this is English
and
food, sir.
You got green sludge in a tin cup, and like and like a lot of fried
Those
things.
potatoes.
It's like it looks horrible. This is like
horrible. This guy.
okay. Get this guy
some sludge.
the Barge East. All right, review.
4.5 stars.
The review.
4.5 stars, by the way.
The review. Crispy, stunning food. Stunning. Stunning food. All right, Alex is. By the way, your Scran Watch is gonna kill someone. This food is like.
Sir, welcome to England.
This is like.
Welcome to England.
You know, this is like.
Yeah, come
Sir.
to our neck of the woods.
Come on, let's go. We have some.
We're playing the Hammers.
We need some freedom food, sir. Let's go. West Ham, founded in 1895 as Thames Ironworks, and they reformed in 1900 as West Ham. They moved to the Bowling Ground, which remained its home stadium for more than a century in 1904, and obviously 2004. That's when they end up moving around and then landing at the London Stadium. The West Ham, 3 West Ham players were members of the 1966 World Cup final winning England team. Bobby Moore, who's their captain. There's been a lot of memorial for him lately. Jeff Hurst and Martin Peters. Club has a long-standing rivalry with Millwall. Sir, you've been to Millwall. Tough neighborhood, tough team. If you've ever seen Green Street Hooligans, Millwall versus West Ham, that's part of it. Finished last season in 9th, right behind United, currently in 15th. They're not doing well. We're not doing well.
Perfect.
Gotta win. Gotta win.
No, it's going to be a fight in the mud, sir. An absolute blood match, sir. We got to get into the manager watch. If you go a tab before, you got to top right it. But it's going to be a hard match. You know this guy. He was the manager at Sevilla. I can't pronounce the last name. He's Basque, 52 years old. Solid manager. He's actually
not doing well. Not doing well.
No, they had a really rough start. He came in, I think, at the beginning of end of last season, replaced Moyes. He actually won the Europa League with Sevilla, if you remember that, back when he also managed Real Madrid.
You got to say
so.
his name. What's his name? The manager's
Julian Lopetegui. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Just say it.
Lopetegui.
Okay,
Lopetegui. I don't know. The guy speaks terrible Spanish, and I can't speak Basque.
All right.
You say it.
No. Go for it. Give me the tactical breakdown
Two core principles of this manager. He likes defensive sturdiness and possession. This is what he's setting out to do at West Ham. He likes to play the 4-3-3, the 4-2-3-1. Expects his team to dominate the ball by circulating short passes around defense and midfield. And I think maybe this is one of the reasons this team hasn't done that well. Is they like to play toe-to-toe with some of the better teams in the Premier League. So they're going to come United. They like to low tempo. They like to control games. They don't want it too open, right? They don't want to give up too many chances. That was the intention, right? We'll get into the signings they made. They made a lot of defensive signings because he likes to play a very defensively sound type of approach. But it's not working. It's not working thus far.
Well, they signed Wan-Bissaka. We got to call that out, right?
Of course. They signed Nicholas Füllkrug, a player that has a long history in the Bundesliga. A couple of defensive players as well. They spent big money. They spent like 140 million euros. So they've been spending that cash down in London.
Todibo as well, the center back from Nice on loan. That's one to watch. As far as form, West Ham got cooked by Tottenham 4-1. They did beat Ipswich 4-1. They drew Brentford. So by doing the math, we should better them. But overall, a struggling performance from West Ham. They got bounced out of the EFL Cup by the Scouse Bastards. Chelsea had their way. They drew Fulham, so not a good start. And a team that United should be handily dealing with.
Yeah, it sounds right about our level. Right in the mud, like Fulham's giving you challenges. Yeah, Brentford game could have gone either way. Hey, it'll either be United will show up, play some decent football, or they're going to make it difficult for us, and it's going to be an unpleasant day. It just depends on how unpleasant they want to make it for United. But they've had a tough start this season, but they have players that are dangerous. Bowen, Kudus is unavailable. He's a player that normally would make the list, certainly the one to watch, but he actually got a red card his last game against Spurs, so he's thankfully unavailable. I have no doubt they'll find a way to get after us either way, sir. But, yeah, West Ham, we should be dealing with it, but knowing United, they never fail to disappoint.
Games won versus West Ham 74, drawn 32, lost 48. Last 5 against the Hammers. We are looking at 3 wins, 2 losses. So at the end of the day, we have had a good run. Moyes did pip us a few times on the way out. They're starting 11 against Tottenham. Antonio made his return. Kudus, Souček, Bowen, they're going to be frisky. Todibo, like I said, and Wan-Bissaka, their goalkeeper Areola is not too bad. I mean, this team's going to give United a tough time with the 4-1-4-1. Nothing is a given against West Ham.
No, they're going to be frisky, right? Every team is looking to make the most of the next game ahead of them, and people know this United side is very beatable. This is a very beatable United side. It's a great scalp for them to get their season going. Their fans will be all about it. They love to beat United. Everybody loves to beat United, and at this point, we're in the mud. We're we're like an injured giant, and we're just kind of muddling along, just waiting for someone to chop our head off, sir. We're basically just like a fallen giant dying at this point. Who's our player profile to watch, sir? Jared Bowen. That's the guy.
Yeah, no, great player. Right winger, plays for the England national team. You saw him feature at the Euros, sir. He's sharp, hasn't had a great start to the season, but he's young. English talent, West Ham. He's a star. I mean, he's punished United before, so we gotta keep an eye on him, especially when you might have Lindelsoft out there. Referee David Coote.
That guy. He was the ref for the EFL final against Newcastle, which I think he ref pretty square. We haven't had too many calamities with this guy, but he recently, in the last couple of years, moved up from the championship. He was previously a championship manager. So he's got plenty of time.
5.5 yellows per game is on the high end for the EPL. So, again, it's going to be one of those where you hope he doesn't make headlines or VAR doesn't. Sir, as far as the lineup for Manchester United coming in against Brentford, it was Onana, Dalot, DeLitt, Evans, Martinez, Eriksen, Casemiro, Bruno, midfield, Garnacho, Højlund, Rashford. Of that 11, who would you change? You bring in Maz at 10. What do you think?
Maz at 10. I would basically do the same 11. I would just drop Dalot because I think Maz is a better right back than Dalot. But otherwise, that's my 11. Martinez left back.
You wouldn't put Dalot at left back, given that, West Ham, we should be able to try to get Dalot going forward a little more.
He hasn't convinced me at left back. I think he's such a defensive liability that I'd rather have Martinez there, even though you lose a little bit going forward. And I think Delo's attacking traits are overrated. I think you saw that the other day with the Fenerbahce game where he got forward a bunch of times and just made a fucking meal of it. So I'm going to bench Delo. I think he needs a break. What do you got, sir? Who do you want in your starting 11?
This one I would like to keep Ugarte in the team. I think you kind of keep the same 11, but maybe swap out Ugarte for Casemiro. You could argue to put Garnacho on the right. You could maybe put a mod there. I think you should spice it up. Maybe put Rashford on the bench, put a mod on the right. We need something. We need some juice. It's away. It's going to be tough. I feel like a mod plays well no matter what the circumstances. I don't know what he did to the manager to make him play Antony ahead of him. Same. But if Antony's injured, that's going to take care of itself. So I'd like to see a mod at some point in this game. And again, this is about United. This is about the mentality. This is about showing up. This is about back against the wall. This is show us what you got. We need us to show up big time. What do the bookies have?
United are the favorites, but just barely. Plus 185 for West Ham at home, which is incredible. Plus 270 and plus 135 for United on the road, sir. I think I'm up. I have an incredible record. You're just blowing me out of the water.
The match prediction game. We gotta just get the numbers. John sitting at 37 points.
John, who's John? Is that you?
Yeah. So for those listening to, Alex is at 6. So Alex is
that me? Am I Alex or are you Alex?
Alex has predicted 2 results.
John
right?
could do math. John is proficient in math.
I've gotten 10 results right.
You got 9 right. Oh, you got 1 totally right.
Yeah, totally right.
You're very good. Good for you.
Yeah, and you've gotten 2. So again,
I'm aware
how
many I've got. I know how many times 3 goes into 6.
Well, I think the issue is that I've gone with a lot of losses and draws, and you've gone with a lot of wins. So I think that's really showing the bias take. Look, you back the lads. Maybe I'm kind of taking a harsher line on the predictions.
Maybe you just know it better than me because this has been a hell of a nightmare season already.
All right, so what do you got? Score prediction, West Ham away.
I think we'll get a win. I think it'll be 1-0, boring, but Nana comes up with some big saves, and I think we'll show up and kind of do it. But West Ham's going to be kind of not at the races. What do you got?
This game has draw all over it. It really does. I'm going 1-1. The draws I've been.
Sir, it's a shame that they did not pass legal gambling in California because you would be really stacking some bills after this heater you started the season on. It's incredible stuff.
By the way, I would prefer your predictions be right so that we could actually be fighting for top 4.
We'd be comfortably in top 4.
Jeopardy in this season, but right now, that is not the case. That's it. That's the podcast. West Ham, what do you got, United? Can you play entertaining football? Remember, this is the entertainment business. This isn't the look at me, I'm getting paid a lot of money, I'm going to play shit football business. So let's hope the lads can show up. Let's hope Ten Hag cooks it up just right. And we need something because this season is already going by the wayside. And like you said, it's not even the end of October. If you want to support the podcast, check us out at americanreddevils.store, patreon.com/americanreddevils. Also like and subscribe and comment on YouTube. You don't like what we got to say, please let us know. We're from New Jersey. We can take it. We got tough skin. Doesn't hurt our feelings if you want to take a shot in the comments. Actually, the best comment we've ever had was, about we got the faces for radio, sir. That was the best one.
We are some ugly sons of bitches, sir. I'll speak for myself. No, we appreciate everyone sticking with us. We know it's been tough. It's been tough for all fans. This has been a long 11 years, but you know what? We'll be back. We'll be back. We're right where I'll tell you. We got him right where we want him, sir. We got him right where we want him. We are just ready to take off. All we have to do is unleash this United side. There's so much potential. Ready to go.
I disagree with that.
I'm kidding. I'm lying. I'm lying through my teeth. I am lying through my teeth.
Unfortunately, the 600 million, it's gone bad. 600 million's gone bad, sir. What do we got here? Give us our top 10 downloads last 7 days.
Number 1, how you doing? How you doing? Dublin, Ireland, Chicago, Illinois, Brooklyn, New York, Houston, Texas, Melbourne, Australia, Los Angeles, California, New York, Seattle, Washington, Philadelphia, PA, and last but not least, Oslo, Norway. Appreciate all the American Devils listening week in, week out. Couldn't do it without you. I'm not going to say it's always darkest for the dog because I've been saying that too much, but we appreciate you. We'll see you after West Ham. Let's get 3 points. Let's get a clean sheet.